Hey everyone, it's Thursday, October 30th, and today we're doing a special in-depth episode on one story with big implications for immigrant families. New court filings show ICE asked the IRS for taxpayer records on a sweeping scale. We'll walk through what happened, why it matters, and what you should be watching in the weeks ahead. Here's the core development. In materials filed this month in federal court in Massachusetts, we learned that Immigration and Customs Enforcement sought IRS records tied to about 1.28 million people. The IRS reported matches for about 47,000 individuals. These are the first concrete numbers we've seen, and they're driving fresh legal and political scrutiny over how taxpayer data can be shared with immigration authorities and whether that data might be used to support future enforcement campaigns. A coalition of community and education groups filed the lawsuit. The Community Economic Development Center of Southeastern Massachusetts, the National Korean American Service and Educational Consortium, the National Parents Union, and the Undocu Black Network. They argue that channeling IRS information to ICE undermines long-standing privacy norms, breaks public trust in the tax system, and goes beyond what Congress intended. They're asking the court to force disclosure of who requested what, under which authority, and for what purpose. Their broader goal is to stop the arrangement and set clearer limits on how tax records are gathered and used by immigration officers. For context, there are strict confidentiality rules around tax data. Federal law limits when the IRS can share returns or return information, though certain law enforcement uses exist under tightly defined conditions and oversight. What the filings don't yet make fully clear is the precise legal pathway ICE relied on for such a large request. That is exactly what the plaintiffs want spelled out. Why should families care? Many mixed-status households file taxes every year, including parents using individual taxpayer identification numbers alongside children who are U.S. citizens. Advocates warn that large-scale data requests can chill tax compliance and erode trust, risking billions in revenue and pushing families into the shadows. Yet it's important to remember that filing taxes remains essential for benefits eligibility, building a paper trail, and staying in good standing. Here are practical steps. Keep filing on time and keep your documentation organized. Use trusted, credentialed tax preparers who understand confidentiality rules. Watch for official IRS notices. Don't ignore mail. Ask reputable community groups or legal aid about your privacy rights. And follow this case closely, because this month's filings mark an important change. We finally have numbers that frame the debate and could shape future policy. That's our deep dive for today. The big takeaways. ICE sought data tied to about 1.28 million people. The IRS found 47,000 matches, and a federal lawsuit is pressing for transparency and limits. For updates and clear guidance, visit visaverge.com and stay informed with VisaVerge.